Lowe's now for great Memorial Day deals.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
I'm Doug Hopkins, and I want to buy your house. If you're ready to sell your home, call us at Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage will buy your home, whether it's in perfect condition or a complete fixer-upper. We will give you a competitive cash offer and can close in days. You don't have to pay for repairs, expensive agent commissions, or have people come in and out of your home. Sell your house the easy and happy way. Call Seller's Advantage for a free, no-obligation offer 24 hours a day. That's sellersadvantage.com.
Watch Off the Clock today at 2 on KTLA 5.
Good morning. I'm Lena Bovian live in the newsroom. Coming up next, we hear from former President Donald Trump regarding his guilty verdict. Mr. Trump calling the judge out, claiming this was a rigged trial. That's next.
Good morning. I'm Frank Buckley. Former President Trump's conviction could have significant implications on this year's election. Mr. Trump's campaign is claiming to have raised record funds since he was found guilty.
Good morning, I'm Jennifer McGraw, live here in Monrovia, where the flags were flipped upside down, likely a political message. I'll explain coming up.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. Major developments impacting the months-long closure of Topanga Canyon Boulevard, when officials say that shuttered stretch of road will reopen.
And I'm Andy Riesmeyer. Good morning. In entertainment, we are talking about, yes, yet another new cast member to Knives Out 3. And also ABBA reuniting for the first time in 40 years for a good cause. We'll tell you all about that coming up. Welcome back to the KTLA Morning News on this Friday morning. I'm Kirk Hawkins filling in for Mark Kriske. It's National Form a Complete Sentence Day, so dedicated to Andy Riesmeyer. Your zone forecast for today. We're looking at a high of 67 along the coast, 70 in downtown LA, 81 in the San Fernando Valley. The low clouds and fog are back. They should clear out this afternoon, and we'll see mostly sunny skies in Orange County, a high of 75, 85 in the Inland Empire, and 95 in the high desert. Frank, now back to you. An angry former President Donald Trump is airing his grievances after yesterday's guilty verdicts in his hush money trial. He spoke at Trump Tower in New York City this morning. KTLA's Alina Bovian live in the newsroom with the story. Alina, good morning.
Frank, good morning. Well, the former president speaking today for the first time formally addressing the guilty verdict. Mr. Trump saying this morning he does not believe that this will affect his ability to win another election. Take a look. The former president took to the podium inside Trump Tower in New York City this morning. He started off by speaking about illegal immigration, taxes being too high. Mr. Trump is now officially the first former U.S. president to be convicted of a felony. Yesterday, a Manhattan jury found him guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying records to cover up a sex scandal and $130,000 in hush money used to pay and silence adult film star Stormy Daniels. Mr. Trump saying this morning this was a rigged trial, and then he went off on the judge.
I'm the leading candidate. I'm leading Biden by a lot. and I'm leading the Republicans to the point where that's over. So I'm the leading person for president, and I'm under a gag order by a man that can't put two sentences together, given by a court, and they are in total conjunction with the White House and the DOJ, just so you understand. This is all done by Biden and his people.
A legal analyst earlier this morning said there is no evidence that this was brought on by the Biden administration. Now, it is also important to note that this guilty verdict will not affect Mr. Trump's ability to run for president. Donald Trump is still considered the GOP frontrunner. The former president could face a maximum of 20 years in prison or no prison time at all and just probation. The decision is ultimately up to the judge. Mr. Trump's defense team says they will appeal the decision, but it is not likely to wrap up before the November election. According to legal experts, it's unlikely that Trump will face jail time because he does not have a prior criminal record, and also the charges against him are nonviolent felonies. All along, Mr. Trump has always claimed that he paid his former attorney and fixer Michael Cohen for legal fees, which were ultimately used to pay off Stormy Daniels.
What you need to add on to that is, well, why were they falsified? They were falsified in order to try and commit or conceal another crime. The jury found that that, in fact, is what happened. The other crime was New York election violations. And so what we're hearing today is just repeating a defense strategy that the jury didn't find compelling.
And prosecutors did not ask for bail, so Mr. Trump will be out until he is scheduled for sentencing on July 11th, and that is just 4 days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where Mr. Trump is expected to become the GOP nominee for president once again. We'll send it back to you.
Alina, thank you. Soon after the Trump verdict, upside-down American flags started appearing in some parts of the nation and on social media. An upside-down flag symbolizes a nation in distress or a situation of extreme peril. Overnight, someone changed dozens of flags outside of the Monrovia Library to fly upside down. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw, they're live with more. Jennifer, good morning.
Yeah, Jess, good morning. Yeah, they cut all of the zip ties. They flipped the flags upside down, and it lasted until overnight, until City Hall and city leaders got here around 8 o'clock this morning. And in a half hour, they fixed all these flags. Now, these flags are actually flying high out here past Memorial Day because we have a Veterans Day picnic tomorrow. A viewer sent us this video, the flags flying inverted, however, overnight. The U.S. flag code, which is not legally enforceable, specifically says that the flag is not to be inverted except as a signal of dire distress in instance of extreme danger to life or property. But in more recent years, it's become political. Pro-Trump Republicans have been using the upside-down flag to describe the country in decidedly un-American terms. But it's not just Republicans, but progressives on both sides using the flag to show mounting frustrations in our government. Regardless of sides, people out here in Monrovia say it's wrong.
I think it's wrong to go on anyone's personal property and change something. So I'm hopeful that Monrovia eventually gets photo cameras up and down the street, because I moved to this neighborhood because it's the type of neighborhood you want to live in. People normally are very protective of other people's rights here. I'm really disgusted to hear that someone think that they have the right to tamper with someone else's property, whether even if it's the city of Monrovia. And I'd like to see those people prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
The inverted flag also making headlines this month, involving Justice Samuel Alito, recently under fire for his inverted flag, and another flag saying, "I appeal to heaven." That was flown outside the justice's beach home in New Jersey last summer. The Supreme Court, Alito says he's not responsible for flying the flags. In fact, he wrote, "My wife is fond of flying flags. I am not." Now back out here live, we did speak with the city, and they said likely nobody will be prosecuted for this. They could face a vandalism count or also being in the park overnight. They are looking at security cameras to see who did this. Now tomorrow they are having a veterans picnic here at the park in Monrovia in front of the library from 11 to 1. We are live here in Monrovia. I'll send it back to you in Hollywood.
Jennifer, thank you for that. Nearly all the suspects of recent violent crimes on LA's metro system evaded paying fares. During a public safety hearing yesterday, an official stated that 97% of people arrested recently for violent crime on Metro did not have fare or did not pay their fares or have a tap card. For all crimes, that number is around 94%. Last week alone, the LAPD made 32 arrests on the Metro system. 31 of those suspects did not have a tap card.
A stretch of Topanga Canyon Boulevard that has been shut down since March is set to reopen 3 months ahead of schedule.
California Governor Gavin Newsom made the announcement earlier this morning.
So some good news to report. Topanga Canyon Boulevard will be open this Sunday. That's June 2nd. It's about 3 months ahead of schedule. I just want to thank the men and women of Caltrans for working overtime to get this done. We'll have more updates soon.
A landslide blocked the roadway from Grandview Drive and PCH on March 9th. It has caused long detours since then and impacted nearby businesses. Caltrans initially said the closure would last into the fall, but the crews later determined that there was far less dirt and rocks to remove than they anticipated. Officials say they might have to occasionally reduce lanes to one-way traffic to make additional repairs, but as of now, both lanes of the road